So there we have to discuss the development of the Big Bang Theory. In this video, I am not only going to discuss the theory itself but also try to explain to you that how this theory was developed and how the scientists try to find out all the causes. Okay, so in this matter, actually the curiosity about our universe started. You can see the from the you can see the hundreds or thousands of years back. In this matter, perhaps you know one of the scientist, Hans Lippershey, he invented one that is called the telescope. By this telescope, this person started to look the universe, the sky and the stars, and the curious minds started to develop in the scientists and the persons. And and after that he invented this thing. He also is this followed by Galileo Galilei. He also started to invented a very improved, you can see, the telescope in 1609. Okay, and after that you can say the Nicholas Copernicus. First this scientist gave the concept of the heliocentric. Okay, there are two theory regarding this. One is heliocentric, that time developed the heliocentric concept, and you can see the geocentric concept. Okay, so geocentric concept was, you can see, the supported by the Aristotle, and the heliocentric that time supported by this first scientist, that is the Copernicus. After that, actually, in this concept, what we have to understand, that in the heliocentric concept the sun will be in the center. Okay, but in this geocentric concept, the earth will be in the center. So in this concept actually last of his life of the Copernicus, he also tried to explain and tried to motivate or tried to know to the all the people that this is the main concept by which our universe, our, you can say, this solar system is you can see the going there. So after that, it was followed by the Giordano Bruno. Okay, somehow Bruno also followed his concept, but these two person, you can say, that time they were punished by the priest. Okay, so this work also followed, you can say, in that time, that the George Hilary Hale, and he also invented 100-inch telescope. Okay, and he also saw the clouds, that is called the nebula. Okay, so problem start from there. Previous video already I discussed this fourth theory, okay, regarding the origin of the universe. If you have not seen that video, you can directly click the icon, and there you can watch that video. Georges Lamartine first, after that the Georges Lamartine first suggested the concept of this Big Bang theory. According to him, he tried to explain that you can say the single primordial atom is responsible for the development of our universe. Okay, this was also followed by another scientist, that was the Edwin Hubble. Okay, and by the Hubble also invented a developed telescope by which he already discovered the Andromeda Nebula by a standard candle method, and he also calculated the distance between Andromeda Nebula, that is the nearest nebula of our solar system, of our galaxy. So that's the thing. Okay, by the standard candle method. Okay, then come to the next slide. there we have to discuss a lot about this. This discoveries, or you can say the invention, also followed by some of the scientists, perhaps you know, that is the Arno Penzias in the 20th or 21st century, and Robert Wilson. These are the two scientists who tried to explain the concept, or try to develop, or try to invent it, the one of the, that is the telescope. This was the most of the developed telescopes in that time. And this telescope, one of the specific, or one of the significant role to collect the microwaves and the radio waves. Okay, so these are the waves actually that was originated in that time, in the when the universe was originated. So what was their work? By this instrument, this 2% collected the radio waves and the microwaves, and when they started to collect, somehow they looked that these are collecting again and again. So in the first time they realized that maybe some dysfunction of their telescope, but after that they realized, or they you can say the discovered, that the microwaves and radio waves, which are, you can see, the moving, which are spreading in the universe, that all, you can say, are collected by this telescope. Okay, but in 2001, Wilkinson microwave, that is the anisotropy probe, or that is called the WMAP. Okay, by this WMAP, using this modern telescope, they collected all these radio waves and microwaves, that by this they prepared the world, one of the universe radiation. Means these are the radiation which are moving, or which are waving in the universe. Okay, perhaps you know, this is the microwaves and this is the radio waves length. Okay, so this is the highest amount, or the, you can say, the one of the largest wave of whatever origin during that time. Okay, so by this they started to collect these radio waves. So if they collect the oldest one, the microwave of radio wave, so that's the time when our, you can say, the universe started, or universe started. Okay, so these are the main thing we have to discuss in this. So already you can say the age of the microwave, or oldest age of the microwave, or radio waves, already discovered by the scientists by using the different type of the methods. And there they found that the near about 13 billion years back, you can say more or less 13 million years back, our universe was originated, by which they could know this thing, because they found that the microwave and radio wave, which are the main two waves, which are age is also to the similar. So as far as they found it, this age of the microwave and radio wave, and that gave the evidence to the scientists that our earth, or our, you can say, our universe also originated that time. Later part we have to discuss that how it was occurred and how they interested. And for this work, for collecting this radio wave and microwave, this Arno Penzias and the Robert Wilson got the Nobel Prize in 1978. Okay, so in the next slide, if you look, so that time we can say that the origin of the Big Bang. In previously we already discussed the four theories, gaseous theories, then the theories developed by the Laplace, okay, Jeans and Jeffreys. So all we discussed. So now we are going to discuss the final part, that is the most accepted theories till now, that is the Big Bang theory. Okay, so what is the Big Bang theory? One by one we have to discuss. Actually the Big Bang theory, what is the one of the, that is the atom or the particles, that was formed during that time, and suddenly this was exploded. Okay, exploded in the sense of exploded. okay, and exploded in a violently. And due to this fact, what happened, that was the matter, energy, space, and matter and time also created. Okay, so all these thing originated after this big bang, or the, you can see, the explosion, a highest explosion. Okay, and this and after that, slowly, after a long time, 13.7 billion years, the our solar system developed slowly. I mean, there are some phases, there are some eras by which we can describe this thing, that how did this thing occurred in the universe, and slowly developed the helium, okay, and you can see the hydrogen, because scientists has realized that these two things are the basic minerals, or the basic things of the or all, you can say, the planets, stars and the moons. All these two basic things are found. So scientists try to find out how the origin of these two things, and that to take the years or billions of years to form the hydrogen and helium. Okay, so if we find out these basic two things, and so that time we can easily correlate the origin of the universe, and the origin our solar system as well. So after the big bang, you can say that that was that to take only the fraction of second, or the less than seconds, and after that, that was developed slowly. These are the process, or the microwave originated, then the dark age comes. So one by one we have to, so this origination, or the or developed of the developed of our universe can be divided in different, you can see, the different stages. And these stages also, you can say, the main two division, that is the radiation era and the matter era. Okay, so this matter era and the radiation era also subdivided, such as you can see over here: Planck epoch, grand unified, inflationary, then the electroweak, quark, then come the hadron, lepton, and the nuclear. And this matter era also divide into, means, the atomic epoch, and the galactic, and the stellar. So these are the actually, by these stages our solar system slowly develop. If you take an example, when child, you can see, the one child get birth, so that time what happen, that slowly he or she grow. Okay, and in this way our solar system also, when there is a big explosion in that in our universe, so slowly this develop. Okay, and slowly develop the helium and hydrogen. So one by one we have to discuss as this thing. Only the last slide that can show you, I can show you there, we have to discuss a lot of thing about this. Okay, so these are the all major stages where we have to discuss. So after this, you can say this, after this big bang, or after this huge amount of the you can see the explosion, so what happened, these are age. So after that time, the some there was a no matter. So first stage, that is called the Planck stage. Okay, in the Planck stage, or the Planck epoch, so there you can say there was no matter, there is no material was there, only the gravity, and the, you can see, the nuclear, strong nuclear, weak, and you can say the electromagnetic were originated were there. In the last of this Planck stage, means after the big bang, you can say that there's the gravitational, or gravity spread the our universe, and that was separated from the super forces. So what are the super forces? Gravity, strong nuclear, weak, and the electromagnetic. In the first stage, what happened, these are the gravity separated from the super forces. In the next stage, where the temperature also too much high, perhaps you know 10 to the power, you can say the 36 Kelvin temperature was there, and in that time you can say that is the 10 to the power minus 43 seconds of time. This edges is known as this stage is known as the grand unification. In the grand unification, what happened? This 3 means this strong nuclear, weak, and the electromagnetic were together. But last of this stage, end of this stage, what happened? That's the strong nuclears broke away. So only remain what? This was also spread away. Then come to the strong nuclear, that is also, you can say, the spread away or the broke away from this. Only these two material, weak and the electromagnetic, remains in this. And the next stage, that is the third stage, that is called as a inflammatory. Okay, and that time the temperature, perhaps you see 10 to the power 39 K, and that would take that the time, you can see the 10 to the power minus 36 seconds. In this time, it may be the fraction of the second. So but that time, that would take the very large. Okay, so what happened in this epoch, you can see the rapidly expanded. So that time, inflammatory stage, what happened? That our universe, that is, if you consider this is the time, and that is the expansion. So that time our universe started to expand. So from there our universe expand. Okay, perhaps you know in class 11 books, NCERT book, that is mentioned, Hubble first person who compared this expansion of the universe with the flattening balloons. Okay, so these are the main things. So from that time our universe started to flattening. Okay, started to spreading. Almost instantly it grew the size of the atom, and the most of this atom was also developed. And in this time, some of the particles, that is the electrons, so that is the minus charged particle, electron, perhaps you know, electrons also developed. And you can see the quark, that is the quark is the smallest of the neutron, smallest particle of the, or the fundamental particles of the neutron and proton, perhaps you know. So quarks, you can say the quarks also developed. Then the anti-quarks, that was also developed in that time, and that would help in future to develop our universe, to develop the proton, to develop the neutron, to develop the hydrogen and helium. Okay, so this thing we have to understand. The universe of the you can say that time, that was the piping hot, means the very hot, and is charged into the electron, quarks, and the others particles. Okay, so this is the all about happened in the inflationary stage. Next come to the electroweak, that the stage. Then come to the this stage when the last forces of the electromagnetic, means this electromagnetic and weak, finally split out. So these two also split out, means first time, so first gravity, then a strong nuclear, then weak, and this stage you can see the electroweak. So these are the also separated from each other. So this thing we have to understand. The fifth state, that is the quark state, that time the temperature is also more or less, you can see the high, that the 10 to the power 16 Kelvin, and minus, you can say that the fraction of second would take time. Okay, so in this approach, what happened? All the universe ingredients were present, but due to the high temperature was very high, 10 to the power, you can say that 16 means 10, after that 16 0 means this time of Kelvin temperature was there. So in this temperature, it is very hard to form the subatomic particles, because to make some quarks, which are the basic particles or the fundamental particles of the neutron and proton, so in this temperature this cannot be happened. Okay, then come to the, that is the stage, that is known as the hadron state. That time the temperature 10 to the power 10, that is the temperature is less than the previous stage, and the time would take, you consider this much of time, 10 to the power minus 6 second would taken. Universe cool down, so that time the universe more or less cooled down. The previous was temperature is that, and after this temperature is that, so cool down. And you consider this quarks, whatever already quarks already you consider anti-quarks and electron already started to already developed in the universe, that bonded, and you can see the by binding these quarks, they found the neutron and proton. So these are the basic elements to founding or to found the hydrogen and helium. So we later part we will discuss in the next stage, we will discuss the how this started, the neutron and proton. From the neutron and proton, the our helium and hydrogen gas developed. Okay, so next in the next part, that is called the lepton and the nuclear portion. So that time you can see the temperature again that sometime rise 10 to the power 12, and that was the 1 seconds only time. So lepton, and this the both of the stage, the proton and the neutrons underwent a significant change. So whatever the this previous stage, neutron and proton, that was developed in that the previous state, that the significant change occurred. Proton and nucleon fused, that was the fused, means that mixed together, and already there is a, you can see the electron. So one of the, you can say the neutron and proton and side by side electron, that found out the first elements, that is called the helium. Okay, helium was formed. So helium was formed. So first elements already, that was the founded. In second era, that is called the matter era. Okay, in the matter era, that is also divided. We already discussed, that is the atomic, galactic and the stellar. In this stage, in the atomic stage, what happened? The temperature again cooled down. So previously temperature was that this much, 10 to the power 9 in the nuclear stage, but this time temperature only how much? This much of temperature was there. So so temperature develops, and the years would take this much, means the 50,000 years. In that time, what happened actually, we have to discuss this thing, that the temperature cooled down and enough for the electron to attach the nuclear first, and call this stage is called the recombination, and this process helped to create the second element, that is the hydrogen. Okay, that is the hydrogen. In previous stage, in nuclear stage, or you can see the lepton stage, we have seen there is a creation of the helium, and this stage we can see we already hydrogen also created. So life, basic life, and if you see the composition of the sun, so that time you can find these two elements, basic elements. Okay, hydrogen and helium, these two basic elements form what? This is basic total universe. So that's why these already have been developed. Okay, so these are the main stage. And the you can see that in the after that, the second, that the 20 million years time took. So in the stage, you can say that's what this hydrogen along with the helium atoms dotted into a universe, means this dotted hydrogen and the helium, that's the dotted in the atmosphere, and you can say the universe with the atomic clouds. So universe become a atomic clouds. What are the atoms? Atoms of helium, atoms of hydrogen. They are in the different parts of the, slowly the universe are expanding, and these particles, or the hydrogen and the helium, these particles, you can see that creates a atomic clouds. Within this atomic clouds, actually this atomic clouds, it is known as the nebula. Okay, so in this nebula, in this you can say this nebula, and with this gas had the enough gravity to cause the atom to collect. So there is a huge gravity we already talked about, and this gravity helped us. And after that, what happened? This cluster of this atom from during this time, galactic vapours become the seedling of the galaxies. So from nebula or the cloud, or the you can see the atomic clouds. So first thing, the atomic clouds that converted into nebula, and nebula converted into the galaxies. So today perhaps you know our solar system in the Milky Way galaxies, and inside of those galaxies you can say the stars. Okay, then come to the stars, moon and the planets started to form. Okay, so formation of the star, you can say the formation of the star caused them the ripple effect and help to the universe as well. We today we know it. So process started from the formation of the quarks, and from the quarks you can say the proton and neutron already formed, and from neutron and proton you can say the hydrogen and helium form, and hydrogen and helium is the basic components for the formation of the our universe, our planets, our moons, and the all type of stars, and you can say the celestial bodies. Okay, in turn you can say that is those the elements become the building the blocks of for the planets, and the slowly there is a also development of the moons, life, everything today whatever we see. And this the ecosystem today we can say our environment fully depend on the ecosystem that was also depend on also created with the theory or the with the expansion of the universe and with the big bang. Okay, while there are some countless questions that come origins in about about our you can say the universe, but only the time, only the thing that can advise to us, or that can solve the all the problem